Hey everyone, Connor here from the Daubers, and welcome to the final top 8 bracket rounds of Shim-Line Saturdays. Let's jump right into it. So, for the final rounds, we have Peerless Footwork versus Wolf Assassin, and we're just going to dive straight on into the final pairings for this week. So, starting off strong, we have Peerless Footwork, where we can see off on the left, we can see the absolute doozy of a shim. It's actually quite close to being hidden at certain points. Definitely not at that angle. Is it a hidden shim? Yeah, you can sort of catch the light off, but even there, oh, I don't know. Actually, I was going to say it just sort of catches it, but the moment the light hits, yeah, that shim is spotted. That actually changed it a wee bit. I have reviewed the tape. This one, as I say, if we were wanting this to have the major points, it would have to be right down the centre. In this case, it's quite far off on the left. So, yeah, it's going to get dot points for that. It's going to not help itself with it really not being a hidden shim line. We've noticed with a couple of the ones from the crit roll sets, they're really easy to hide with the right angle. But honestly, the moment the light catches this at all, I mean, it's very, very in your face. Oh, that's it. This is a tough one. This is a tough one because I want to be strict, and I think I'm going to be strict, and we are going to give this a 2 out of 5. We're going to give this a 2 out of 5. Reasoning, it's far too off to the left. My criteria this round is to be as centered as possible, so it is miles away. It also does interrupt the art, to be honest. Like, it cuts through a bit of her knee, which is a bit weird, and then on top of that, it because it's so far to the left and there's not a lot going on to the left, it actually drags you away from the art of the actual character as well, to be honest. So yeah, it does interrupt the art, I think, in this case, which is why I'm still going to stick with the 2. I was thinking about docking it another half point, but I think no, I think the 2 is probably fair, to be honest. So yeah, that's a tough one. This is one of the easier ones to determine. There's been a couple easy ones to determine, whereas the next one up we have is the alt art for Wolf Assassin from the solo leveling challenger set, or the challenger deck. So this one, let's see, let's just do a bit of super foily, because look at the foiling on that, because the moment the light catches it, it just completely catches the light. That's when you know you have a good foil, though. Like, that's a good foil, because the moment it refracts any light hitting it, but quite close to the centre. It is quite close to the centre. I wouldn't say it's bang on the centre. I think the centre is closer to where the little bit of tuft of hair is. As such, this is cutting just past his ear on the left of it. So it's close. It's close, but it's not. It's not perfect. It's not perfectly down the centre, so I can't give it the full point. This also was another one of those cards that looked as if it had a roller line, but I really don't know. That I was really trying to um, figure out if it's a roller line or not. So basically, just let's see if I can pull this out. So just there to about there does seem to have like the faintest of line, but there's not like the coloration changing as much, which is what gets me thinking maybe it's just the way the light's hitting it as such. Yeah, it could just be that, to be fair. But ever since we've seen those kind of like really heavy roller line scenarios, I have been more eyes on the cards now to see. But I don't know if it is or not. It's not as like last week's we had like difficult decision, which I noticed a mile away now after I seen it, and stuff like that. Where this time round it's so faint that it could be, but it could just be the faintest version of it. And I think for what we're looking at, man, yeah, I think this is close. I think I'm going to give this right down the middle. Well, not for the card, but in score, a 3. Simply down to the fact that it's not too far off. I don't want to dock it too heavily. But what does get docked is the fact that because it's one of the what I'm going to call ultra foils, any hit of light either completely blinds you, you know,
Solar flare!
you know, like a Krillin attack, or in this case, it just shows that line straight off the bat. Because I mean, like, look how many different refracted lights come off the foiling, and you can see every single one of them interrupted in the center, sort of thing. So I think it's tough. It kind of has a hidden spot maybe there at a very push, but in person I can still see it. The camera sometimes gives us a bit of a faint lie at times, but this time round, nah, I think that's, yeah, it's so noticeable. Yeah, I think 3 is probably a fair spot for it, to be honest. Just down to the fact that, like, I think you would be able to hide it maybe on camera, maybe once or twice at an angle, like something like that. But in person, the way I'm looking at it right now, front on, I can see that shim no matter what angle I'm putting it to, sort of thing. So yeah, on top of that and the potential roller line, yeah, I think the 3 is where to be generous with this one. But this one was the kind of two easier ones. They weren't as harsh on each other. So we do, as I say, we have this time round. We have Peerless Footwork versus Wolf Assassin. So as always, get your comments in below on the YouTube video. Get them in wherever we post the video links. All these votes count, and then on Sundays, as I say, I'll put up the short version as well. So the short version will go up on YouTube and on TikTok. Again, all these votes go in, and it's roughly about Friday before I'll determine exactly who wins. As I say, the last couple of weeks we've had a couple of people also message me who they thought would win. I'll also take those votes in as well. If you message me directly, go for it and say what one you want to win. But just remember, the more votes you want to see a card go through, you might as well just put every possible vote in as such. And until further notice, multiple votes and multiple comments, I'm not even going to like criticise. So yeah, this one actually is tough, to be honest. I'm actually going to be really curious to see who comes out on top of these two. My I don't know. I was going to say my money was on Wolf Assassin, but honestly, the more I look at Peerless Footwork, I start to go, actually, maybe not. Maybe not. Actually, I could see both making it to top four. Sadly, only one is. So as I say, get your votes in below, and I will see you all next week for the top four. The final four is happening of Shim-Line Saturdays. I'll see you later on, everyone. Bye.